$15 billion is going out, and a piece of it could be yours, so check those bank accounts.
Yeah, it's a big chunk of change. It's all from the first round of the child tax credit. It was sent out to parents of 60 million children across the country. Those first payments went out this morning, with more expected every month until the end of this year.
But not all parents are going to get the cash. Let's connect the dots.
First up, what you could get. To qualify, single filers need to make $75,000 or less. For joint filers, the cutoff is $150. For each child under the age of 6, you get $300 a month. For each child between 16 and 17, you get $250. These payments will last through December. Now, how will you get it? The IRS will send the money out today, but according to tax experts, it could take 2 to 3 business days for the direct deposit to land in your account. But that's only if you usually get your refund by direct deposit. If the IRS does not have your account information, a paper check will be mailed out.
And when it comes to families in North Carolina, more than 1.1 million families in our state will get a payment. That is a total of $476 million. Well, the majority of families are getting the first payment by direct deposit. This is what the payment looks like. You can see the deposit comes from the IRS and it says child CTC. This family happened to get $550. That's $300 for their child under the age of 6, $250 for their child that's over the age of 6. Now, the direct deposits for payment 1, they're done. If you didn't get one and you qualify for a payment, the checks are in the mail. Speaking of that, the Child Tax Credit Update portal allows you to check to see if you're eligible to receive payments. It allows you to unenroll from the payments, and then this is key. You can provide updated information to your bank account. Now, this could be a change from your old banking info or a new account, so you can get that direct deposit and not get a check any longer. Now, to enter in any of the information, you're going to need to have a photo ID handy or already have an ID.me account. So this is the sign in and the whole new create account for ID.me. It's more than just your social security number. This is to make sure that you are really you and someone isn't trying to divert your money. Now, if you need to make changes to your address, the portal to do this is expected to be up by early August. If you need to make changes to information like dependents, maybe you had a child this year, congratulations, or your marital status changed or your income changed, that portal is not expected to be out until late summer. When it is up and running, though, you'll put your information in. The IRS is expected to send you whatever payments you missed with the next upcoming payments.
Okay, you heard Tanya say if you want to opt out, not get the money, why would you do that? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Let's connect the dots.
As part of the coronavirus relief package, qualified families will be receiving monthly checks starting this month. How much you get depends on how many children you have, their ages, and your income. To qualify, joint filers have to make less than $150,000 and single filers less than $75,000. For children under the age of 6, the monthly payment is $300. For kids between 6 and 17, the amount is $250. So why wouldn't you want the money? Tax experts warn this is not a stimulus payment. It's basically an advance on the increased child tax credit you can claim on your 2021 taxes. You get half of that money in these monthly checks, and the other half you can claim on the tax return you file next year. If you don't need the money this year, you could be better off opting out of the checks and claiming that full credit on your 2021 taxes. That would lower how much you owe. Also, these payments are based on your 2019 or 2020 tax return. So if circumstances change for your 2021 return, like your pay increases and you are no longer qualified, or you can no longer claim a child as a dependent, you run the risk of having to pay back some of that money. To opt out, you need to go to the IRS website.
All right, so that's how you opt out, but when can you opt out? So let's take a look at this. On the right of your screen, you're going to see all the payment dates for the child tax credit. It's every month from now until December. There's an enrollment deadline for each of these payments. If you unenroll in July, no payments will be made and no more action is needed. You can choose to get some payments and unenroll for the rest of the time. Now, here's a question you may be asking. If I unenroll, then can I change my mind and re-enroll? Well, as of right now, you would have to wait to re-enroll until September.
So where does the child tax credit come from? Well, parents, you were due to get this money when you filed your 2021 taxes. Instead of waiting for tax time, the government is trying to give you advance payments. Scott Braddock from Scott Braddock Financial explains.
You can consider it free money. That's fine. I mean, it is a credit that you get, a qualified credit that you get on your tax return. So if you end up owing the IRS money, it's going to go towards that debt. And if you don't, it's going to be a refund, which is another reason that folks are opting out, is because they're used to getting that significant refund.
Of course, like with any payment from the government, there are people looking to scam you out of your child tax credit dollars. The IRS tweeted this out. It says, watch for bad actors trying to use advanced child tax credit payments as a cover to steal your information and money. Well, how would they do that? They do give one example in this tweet. They say if someone calls, texts, or emails you and suggests that they can get you the advanced child tax credit payments by working with the IRS on your behalf, do not believe it. You do not need any help in getting these payments.
I'm just trying to figure out what the dinosaur had to do with that. Remember, this is money that you would have gotten come tax time. You are just getting it earlier to help during the pandemic. And many people, they really need that help right now. Elise Preston met a mom who is grateful it's on its way.
Memphis real estate agent Evelyn Mitchell-Irby saw business drop dramatically when the pandemic started. Then life-changing news hit the mother of two.
During the pandemic, you battled both lupus and breast cancer.
I've been battling lupus since 2017, and I had breast cancer surgery February 25th. So that was a huge undertaking, just taking the time off and the recuperation.
She had to stop working for months of recovery, and the bills piled up. Mitchell-Irby is now cancer-free and working again, but the extra money is welcome after months of lost wages.
Everything has increased, so at least being able to help put a dent in some of those bills will be great.
A financial boost helping her move forward as she puts the past year behind her.
I really admire parents during the pandemic.
Yes.
They've been through a lot.
A lot of work.
Any help you can get, it's great.